my January study on marriage. I'm supposed to read 7 books on a topic and make a conclusion, but I couldn't. I read 7 books and I wasn't any closer to having a conclusion, so I continued reading, and I read 11 books on the topic. Okay, so 2 points really. The first point is a metaphor. This is not sexual, please. This is not about sex, okay? Because when I listen to this, it does sound sexual, but it's not. Okay, so marriage is like a fire in a fireplace in your home. First, you have to buy the wood to take you through the winter. In Italy, this could cost you about €200. So you place the order, you spend the money. This is called a sacrifice. Then you have the wood delivered, and they normally come with a truck and dump it outside your house. And it takes about 2 hours worth of work in order to get the wood from where they've dumped it to your fire store or wherever you're going to keep the wood. So then you've got to work out. Then once your wood is in place, you're going to have like spiders, creepy crawlies, insects crawling out of the wood. This is called hiccups or teething problems. So the point is to eradicate the teething problems, not get rid of the wood. And that's like problem solving skills. So then once the wood has been delivered, you've paid for it, you've now got it where you want it to be. You need to... teething problems. Yeah, okay, so now is the whole point of the fire, which was the heat. So first you need to learn how to ignite your fire. So you need knowledge, you need education, you need research. Maybe you speak to other married couples. That's all part of it. You've learned how to ignite your fire. Now you've got to learn how to maintain it. And I thought that was real easy. What a joke. My mum has a fireplace. And it was our main source of heat. And yeah, I was surprised to see the amount of work involved in keeping this fire burning. So anyway, you learn how to ignite it, then you learn how to keep it going. And then the benefits of this fire is the heat. And what happens is the children come and sit around the fire in order to keep warm. They came there to keep warm, but really they're enjoying the ambience of the fire, the environment, the heat, the sound of the wood crackling. You know, they're drawing so much from this marriage. You know, and the heat that this marriage is putting off, it's creating unity, togetherness. They're seeing how to build a fire, what it takes, how much work is involved, and they're subconsciously learning this, building their own unique ideas about a fireplace or whether they're going to have one or not. You know, your friends pop in unexpectedly and they're like, oh, it's really nice and toasty in here, your fireplace looks so good, how do you keep that fire going? Oh my gosh, I just want to stay here, your friends are saying. You know, people hear about your brilliant fire building skills, so your community wants to know. They're coming to you and they're asking you, how do you do this? You know, it's a light to all those who don't have any light. So you've maintained your fire, but you didn't get there without sacrifice, hard work, problem solving, love, excitement, education, knowledge, research, determination. But more is needed. Now we need endurance to keep the marriage going. Let's say a fire lasts 16 hours, yeah. A fire lasts 16 hours before it dies, you know, before you don't need it again for that day. I know 16 hours a day doesn't seem worth it for all the work that I've just spoken about, but if you look at each hour as like 5 years, that's 80 years. I take my hat off to anybody who's been married for 80 years. My gosh, that is amazing. So, what I've seen from my own marriage is once you've done all of that work and you're at a stage where you're maintaining it and you're building up your years together, that part can be done with just one active partner. So, you know, you get a lot of couples split up at this stage because it's routine now. There's no excitement, there's no wedding to plan, there's no, you know, honeymoon, there's no this, there's no that. It's not new anymore. The novelty's worn off, and they split up only to remarry again, because the truth is they didn't lose the love. They just failed to put in the rest of the work that's needed at this point. So if one person is willing to relentlessly work, do all the work, knowing that the other person is not, they can still gain back the participants of the other person in the relationship. But it's hard for just one person to take on that burden. So it's easier if both participants are sharing the workload involved in a marriage. Yeah, and that is my metaphor on what marriage is like. That's the closest thing I can liken it to. My second point is for the ladies. Well, I don't know, it's not really for the... I say that it's for the ladies because I'm going to speak as a woman rather than, I'm going to talk about marriage and the metaphor of marriage. So if you're a man listening to this, I'm obviously saying your husband, your partner, your man, whatever, vice versa. Yeah, so basically my second point is for the ladies. This is my experience of my marriage, and I honestly can't say it enough. What I'm going to say, I can't say enough. I've heard it years ago, and I never just picked up on its value. So I'm just going to say it one way, and then I'm going to say it again in a different way, so that you get my so that you get what how important what I'm trying to say is. So the message is, what you resist persists. What you resist will persist. If when you struggle against something, you're resisting, So you walk down the street and, you see 20 people at the bus stop and you're not making it on that first bus. When you go, oh my goodness, wow, and you pour energy into that negative energy, you are resisting, you are struggling against the fact that you're going to have to wait and it may take you longer to get to work. So stop doing that. That is pointless. Ladies, if your man is doing something that really, really annoys you, just forget about it. Just stop giving it energy. What you give your energy to grows. What you feed will grow. That's why in the Bible it started off in a garden, because you need to understand that you're giving your energy. Maybe you're giving your thoughts to a horrible monster. You're feeding that horrible monster with your thoughts. You don't see it in that way because you don't think that your thoughts mean anything or harm anybody or do anything, but they do. Imagine a stone being dropped into a pond. You see the ripple effect on the top of the water that goes off once the stone has entered the water. That is what your thoughts do in a realm that you cannot see. So your thoughts are very powerful. Your thoughts are attached to feeling, and that is very powerful. So when I say what you resist persists, I mean any negative thoughts that you may have, it's going to run after you, it's going to chase you, it's going to get you. So you need to leave it alone. You need to fill your day with positivity. The Dalai Lama said it. Deepak, I've forgotten his surname. The guy who wrote the 7 Laws of Spirituality, him. Who else said it? It's in the Bible. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added onto you. So Jesus said it. Basically, seek ye first the kingdom of God. So to me the kingdom is God, and God is love. So seek ye first love, and all these things will be added onto you. So stop chasing the house, stop chasing the car, stop chasing the money, and think about the things that you love, and think about those. And if you change the way you think, or your direction of thinking, if you spend 80% of your day thinking, oh, I can't stand this person, I can't stand my man, and I can't stand my mum, and I can't stand my sister, and all these people, you're spending your day in negativity. And like the ripple on the pond, that is not good for you. And it's not going to create good things for you. So if you then start focusing on, okay, what do I love? I love my kids, I love where I live, I love my car, I love this, I love that, and you spend a whole day in love with these things that make you happy, you're sending out positivity, and then good things will happen. So ladies, it's very important that you understand what you resist will persist. If you think, oh, my man's gonna cheat on me, he's a cheating bastard, he's a lying bastard, cheating on me with my sister, cheating on me with my younger best friend, cheating on me with this, that is going to become your reality because you are feeding it, right? So forget all of that. Forget what he's doing that bothers you. Focus on the good things. Find something good that he does in a week. Oh, what did my man do this week? Oh, we was walking down the street, he saw a rose on the floor, he picked it up and he gave it to me and said, this is for you, baby. Now that was so damn annoying because I saw him pick it off the floor. I know he didn't pay no money for that and he's giving that rubbish to me. Don't think of it like that. Think of it as, you know what? I know that he didn't pay for that and that didn't take no effort on his part, but it's the thought that counts. He saw the rose and he knew that I should have it, so he gave it to me. And just run with that all week. Change the way you think about him. If you think positively about your partner while you're away from him, that's a good place to be. If you think negatively about him, change the way you think about him. Look for the good and just focus on that. What you're giving your attention to will grow. So give your attention to all the positive things in your life and good things will happen. Get excited about something and watch what happens. That's how I live. That's how I created a lot of the shit I got. That's how I got this move that I'm so excited about, because I focused on my positive in my world. So that's my thoughts and biopsy on my January study of marriage. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Please share, like, enjoy, subscribe, and yeah, look out for my next month study.